Israel says it will bar dozens of humanitarian groups from working inside the Gaza Strip starting this Thursday. The Israeli government says 37 organizations, including Doctors Without Borders, failed to comply with its new vetting procedures. Israel has asked those groups to share information about their funding, operations, and a list of any foreign or Palestinian staff. It says it wants to prevent Hamas from exploiting humanitarian aid. CBS News Middle East reporter Courtney Kealy joins us now. Courtney, what do we know about the amount of aid currently going into Gaza and what impact this will have?
Well, we know that they're not meeting the goal of the ceasefire, which is about 600 aid trucks a day. Hundreds of trucks are getting in. The situation in terms of food insecurity for many is still very fragile. And these gains that have been made since the ceasefire in October could be reversed if aid doesn't continue to get in. And that's what the organizations are saying. 1.6 million Palestinians, about 77% of the population, rely on food aid and fuel. The Gaza Strip really does not function. They also are relying on tents and mattresses and winter clothing, among other things. So basic humanitarian needs still not met completely and still very fragile.
Why are some of these organizations refusing to comply with Israel's new vetting procedures?
Well, there's a lot of different reasons about the vetting. And Israel says, look, we don't want any Hamas's influence, and we don't want anyone that's coming in, whether an international aid organizer or a Palestinian staffer, to be influenced by Hamas. But there are restrictions on some of the things that these aid groups have done. Now, we know that journalists can't get in. We know that Palestinian journalists have been losing their lives in reporting, but the aid organizations also go out and they report and they bear witness to a lot. And there's one key thing about this restriction for some of these groups like Doctors Without Borders. They would not be able to participate in any international criminal court against the Israeli government or against Israeli soldiers. So philosophically, they don't want to sign off onto some of these restrictions because it means they can't even bear witness to what they're seeing inside Gaza.
Courtney Kealy, thank you.